Everyone, casual boxing fan here. I just got finished watching the Jose Pedraza v Lozada Jr. fight, and all I can say is Pedraza is one of the most underrated technicians we have in boxing today. He's a fighter that is ridiculed and put down a lot, I see, by a lot of people who don't really rate Pedraza too highly, but I can say it today now. Pedraza is one of the most underrated technicians in boxing today. Yeah, he's not a Lomachenko, he's not a Crawford, but he's a high-level fighter with high-level skills and will do things that other fighters can't do, and he deserves a lot of respect. He lost to Lomachenko. He took Lomachenko 12 rounds, and he was herky-jerky, he was difficult to hit, he was slick, he was switching, he was using that jab, and it just goes to show that he went 12 with Lomachenko, and he accounted himself for how good he is now, technically superb, and just how well-rounded and versatile of a fighter Pedraza is. He obviously got stopped by Gervonta Davis. I think in that Gervonta Davis fight, he's better now than he was then. Not taking anything away from Gervonta, but I just see a better Pedraza. I see him doing a lot more in the ring, being a lot sharper. He's not just walking with his gloves up, he's being slick, he's moving more, he's herky-jerky, very awkward. And he took Lozada apart in that ring. Lozada, I think it is. His left hand to the sternum, to the solar plex, was beautiful. His left hand to the solar plex, straight left to the solar plex was beautiful. He was hitting to the body as often as he could. He was countering Lozada beautifully on the inside, very short, tight shots. You know, when you fight Pedraza, it's like death by a million cuts, because the guy throws, he's very short, not a lot of power punches in them, but they slowly begin to wear you down. He's got great variety with them. He really picks his shots well. And it just goes to show, we've seen it now, he can fight on the inside, he can fight on the outside. And Lozada was game. He came to fight. He was throwing a lot of punches. He was trying to hit Pedraza. Pedraza was slick. He rolled. He caught. You know, he was herky-jerky. He was moving his head. He was catching shots. He was rolling them. You know, very hard to hit. Very hard to pin down. You know, great at picking his shots. Great body puncher. Good uppercut. Good hook. Just a versatile fighter, Pedraza. He's very versatile. He gets so much criticism. It's like Lomachenko went 12 for Pedraza. And it's just like, I'm just thinking in my head, watch Pedraza fight and you'll be surprised at the technical ability he has, because he is an underrated technician. One of the most underrated technicians in boxing, in my opinion. And I'm not saying he's a great fighter, he's top 10, he's top 20, but what I am saying is, not every fighter is going to go on to achieve great things. Not every fighter is going to be pound for pound. But there are fighters out there that have immense skill and are just discredited. One fighter I also say that I found was one fighter similar to him is David Benavidez Jr., the one that fought Terence Crawford. I thought he was really good. I thought he had beautiful technique, superbly good. But a lot of people will say, oh, Terence Crawford didn't beat no one. But I look at David Benavidez Jr. and I just say, underrated talent. And that's the same thing I say about Pedraza. Underrated talent. Just because you don't know who these fighters are, or because they've lost, doesn't mean they are spectacular. You know, and that's the problem we have in boxing these days, is that too many fans are too quick to criticize certain fighters if they don't achieve a certain level of success. Pedraza is one of those fighters. Unfairly held to a standard, unfairly criticized. He had a poor performance against Gervonta Davis, but he had an amazing one against Lomachenko. And a lot of people just kind of say, well, that means Lomachenko ain't too good. Because their view of Pedraza is that Pedraza is just somebody who walked over, not a top-level fighter. In my opinion, couldn't be further from the truth. Pedraza is an outstanding fighter, highly skilled. You know, just look at the fight, what he was able to do to Lozada Jr. Look how he rolls those punches, comes with his short counters. Look how he attacks the body. Look how he moves, look how slick he is. Look at his footwork, look at that quick jab he has. A very good jab, Pedraza. It's very quick, very sharp. He deserves more credit, and I would love to see Pedraza in against maybe Linares. I think that would be an amazing fight. Maybe against... who else would I like to see him against? Maybe against a Crawler, a Luke Campbell. I'd like to see Pedraza with any of the top 135 pounders. I would actually rather see Cole maybe Pedraza over Beltran, because I'm not a huge fan of Beltran, but Pedraza's going to get another shot, you know. At 135, he looks good, he looks strong, he looks quick. You know, as I said before, underrated technician. Watch this fight against Lozada Jr. And Lozada Jr. wasn't no bum. You know, he beat Felix Verrejo. Stopped him in the 10th round, so this could have been a banana peel for Pedraza, but it wasn't. He won every round. And he really just broke Lozada down and showed that he was a superior boxer and a superior technician. So let's start watching these fights and giving these fighters credit for what they show and the technical ability they possess. Because for me, Pedraza, an underrated technician. You know, fantastic. Ninth round stoppage. You look at the stoppage he got in the ninth round. Look at the counter he threw. That 1-2. Look how sharp that was. Lozada was coming forward. It's just a sharp 1-2 to counter him. And he was doing that all night. The more Lozada came forward, the more pressure he applied, the more Pedraza picked his shots. And Pedraza was going to that body, going to that gut, switching up from southpaw to orthodox, changing it from the outside to the inside. You just didn't know what this guy was going to do. And the flexibility he has is outstanding. So for me, Pedraza, underrated technician. People got to give him more respect. Anyway, thank you for listening. This was Casual Boxing Fan.